Hey yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Chad bringing y'all another video, man. And right now I'm in Vegas, so I just wanted to hurry up and get this video out so that way you guys would know my thoughts and opinions. So as we all know, Kyle Rittenhouse got off on the not guilty, which in my opinion is the correct verdict. Main reasons: one, this trial was mainly set up to where we had to see, will the system in place support self-defense, or nothing will be considered self-defense in this moment. If you watched any of the trial, we're not talking about the liberals or any of the people who have no brain, that have no facts to back up anything they're talking about on Instagram or Twitter, any of that. They're just like, white supremacy, this had nothing to do with race. He didn't kill a single white person. On top of that, when he was there on the trial, you had that one dude who said, yeah, you know, I pursued Kyle, I pointed my gun at him first, and then he eviscerated my bicep. So it's like, he clearly, from right then and there, the trial was basically over. It was an open and closed case. He showed that, you know, Kyle Rittenhouse did not pursue him first, and so he got shot for pointing a gun at Kyle first. And he was point blank range on Kyle. And Kyle shot all these people, you know, from like a foot or 3 feet away. So it's not like he just pulled out his rifle, aimed down the crowd, and just fire, just letting off shots. Like, he shot all these people while they were being the aggressors. One dude charged after him, started trying to beat him up. Kyle even ran away, fled. Then when he couldn't flee no more, he turned around, shot him. Now, also, you see that the media is trying to portray this as Kyle Rittenhouse, a white supremacist, and now they're going to say it's okay to kill white people. So they first start off with the narrative, you know, white people are killing black people. Then it turns off, oh, now white people can kill white people. And they're failing to mention any of the facts of why these folks got shot. That some of them were the aggressors, they were pointing the gun at them, some of them were pedophiles, all that, etc., etc. Then you also have the brainless also saying that he shouldn't have been in Kenosha anyway. Okay, first off, his dad lives in Kenosha. Second off, he used to work at the store that he went to go protect. So first off, he was protecting himself and he was protecting his property. So those are just key elements to what he was actually doing in Kenosha. And besides that, it doesn't matter why he was in Kenosha. Chad, why were you at the grocery store when it got robbed? I don't know why I was there. It doesn't matter why I was there. What did Kyle do once he was there? He was, one, a medic. Two, he was protecting private property himself. And three, he did not pursue anybody on this vigilante narrative that they're trying to spin. There was no vigilante. Now, what I also noticed is a big factor in this, like I said, is the media. Now, if the media was being true, guess what story would be the main headline coming out right now? Ahmaud Arbery case. Because in his case, there were actual vigilantes who went to go pursue this black dude, racially profiling him. In Kyle Rittenhouse, everybody's saying it's a racial case. He's the white man's free. Nobody else gets free. They're comparing him to Eric Garner and everything else. And it's like, this has nothing to do with that. If you're aware of what's going on, you know that this was, one, a fight to try to take away your Second Amendment. Because if you can't use your gun to protect yourself or your property, then what else can you protect? If this wasn't self-defense, what would be considered self-defense? I don't think anybody would be able to defend themselves. Now, also, if we're going to talk about why Kyle was self-defending and defending stuff in the first place, this was during the riots back in, what, 2020, after George Floyd was killed. So they're looting, burning stuff down. People are writing on buildings. Children live here. This is my business, etc., etc. The police aren't doing anything. So if the police aren't doing nothing and people need help, that means people have to help themselves. So Kyle went to go help his personal property, protect himself, protect the people there, be a medic, and people decide they want to get aggressive, and so they caught bullets for it. You know, RIP to those people, but this was a justified self-defense case. So in my opinion, you know, the self-defense was the right ruling. Even though people can be mad, you can be mad all you want. But if you look at the facts and what was on the table, you could see that Kyle didn't aggress towards anybody. He was doing his job. Now, like I said, you know, people are framing him as a white vigilante and he's going out to hunt people down. But if you look at the Ahmaud Arbery case that's completely silenced and no one's talking about, those white dudes were being vigilantes. They did go hunt people down. But the thing about the media is that narrative isn't powerful enough to actually get people enraged and upset. They want to do it for this case that has nothing to do with any vigilantism, any racism. And they're trying to push this as hard as they can because in actuality, they just really want more riots. They want to create more chaos and try to create control from it. Then say, oh, your Second Amendments, oh, this, oh, that. And you also have like different politicians and stuff saying, this is not the verdict we want. If they don't get guilty, then it doesn't, blah, 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 blah. And this just proves that the court system, you know, does work. Now, at the same time, we do need to also talk about the prosecutors. The prosecutors were breaking all sorts of constitutional laws, doing everything in their power to try to falsely accuse Kyle of stuff he did not do. And that's one of the problems that we see that's wrong with this system. We have prosecutors who are not doing their job, but they're actually just being like, that's why so many people are thrown in jail for no reason. It's because you have prosecutors who there's no evidence showing you did the crime and they're forcing the evidence to be that way. And because the jury has no spine and no backbone, they just send you to jail because they just made up a cool story. When in actuality, now that we have jury members who are standing for what they see, making the right rulings, which they did in this Kyle Rittenhouse situation, that's why we have this outcome. Now, if anybody's mad, I don't know why, because like I said, this proves that someone can defend themselves when the police are not helping and also defend their property. And if there's an aggressor on you, this is the perfect case for self-defense. This will literally go down as precedent for all the other cases. If anyone's talking about racism and white supremacy, they're lost in the sauce. I don't know what white supremacy has to do with this. Like, everyone should be happy no matter the color that this was ruled as self-defense and he was found not guilty. If not, then you're just completely confused. But I just wanted to drop this video just to give you guys my 2 cents on it. Like I said, the media is pushing one narrative. The whole case is completely different. If you've actually watched any of the case, seen any of the video, you see Kyle wasn't doing anything besides protecting himself. And like I said, he shot all these folks in like 3 seconds after they were pursuing him. And on top of that, you know, it just shows that he was like properly aware of the laws. He retreated. Then he defended himself. He had perfect training, it looks like. He was trained to go with that AR. But all the arguments of why was he there, irrelevant. He crossed state borders, irrelevant. None of that matters. What matters is he was there already. We're going to say he was there. What did the people do? They were his aggressor. They pulled up on him, pointed their gun at him, and they caught bullets for it. You know, like I said, RIP to the people, but we got to call the truth what the truth is. Can't say this is my truth. Can't say this is my reality. No, the truth is they pursued him. They were being aggressors. He shot them, defended himself, and the case is open and it's closed. I ruled not guilty. Thank you guys for watching.